Welcome to Kinsmen Field in North Vancouver for the Altitude FC home opener. It's the women taking on Unity FC, and it should be an absolutely fantastic game here on the North Shore. It's a little bit overcast at the moment. The sun has been trying to poke through and is meant to brighten up over the course of the afternoon. We'll get into the starting lineups for both sides just now. Starting with the visitors from Langley, Unity FC. In goal for them is number 30, Priya Sandhu. The rest of the team we will do in numerical order. Number 4, Captain Liz Hicks. Number 5, Brianna Butter. Number 6, Kylie Hendricks. Number 8, Maddie Melnichuk. Number 9, Maya Bajpai. Number 12, Danielle Cooper. Number 16, Sayina Kashmia. Number 18, Sophie Crowther. Number 22, Alana Beckering. And number 26, Amanda Closell. For the home side, Altitude FC, in goal for them is number 30, Sarah Lowen. Number 3, Alana DeLong. Number 4, Lauren Gray. Number 5, Holly Tarvis. Number 6, Eva Rodriguez. Number 7, Tanis McKay. Number 11, Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Number 12, Sophie Burgoyne. Number 15, Avery Tulloch. Number 22, Charlotte Ring. And number 23, Billy Shostak. As the team's just going through their paces right now in the warm-up for this match, and it should be an interesting match-up. Both these teams in action last weekend. Altitude won their season opener 2-1s in Kamloops at Rivers FC, trailed 1-0 at the half to an Essie Lufa's 30th minute header, but came storming back in the second half. Avery Tulloch tied it up with her first goal for Altitude after Rivers goalkeeper spills the ball off a free kick, and that was in the 49th minute. Aurora Hughes-Goyette then got the winner for Altitude in the 67th minute, heading home a Charlotte Ring cross. Sarah Lowen with some big saves for Altitude in that one as well. For Unity, one of 4 teams that won their opening game, including of course Altitude, Unity won 2-1 at Harbourside in that historic first match in Nanaimo for Harbourside. Luciana Andrews put Unity ahead in the 36th minute, finishing off to the back post after a pass from Kylie Hendricks. Shea Batty levelled in the first minute of first half stoppage time for Harbourside. Corner from Emma Scallick bounced through to her, and she finished well to send the teams in level at the break, tied at 1 apiece. Unity won it though, thanks to a 66th minute winner. Mancha Sidhu finished from close range after Sophie Crowther's fierce shot was parried by the Harbourside keeper. Fantastic turnout for that one, 1,216 fans, and both teams looking to build on that winning start in this one. The 2 meetings between the teams last year both went in Unity's favour, as Unity get set to kick this one off. Unity won their home game 2-1, and then in the last game of the season, a 6-1 trouncing, Unity came here and handed it out to Altitude. It's a much different looking Altitude side for this one as the action gets underway here at Kinsmen Field, and right away Unity on the attack on the left hand side there. The ball played in well there by the number 22 for Unity, Alana Beckering. Unity moving the ball out well now on the far side of the pitch. Cross comes in, and that's just got too much on it. And that's going to carry over Sarah Lown's goal. And Altitude will have a chance to calm things down from the kickoff and build from the back here.
Let's go!
First chance of the game there for Altitude, and the ball just runs behind Priya Sidhu's goal. Experienced goalkeeper between the sticks for Unity this afternoon. It's a good mix of experience for Graham's Roxborough's side. It's some experienced alumni and some young up-and-coming talent in, sprinkled in with a lot of current college players as well. A Charlotte Ring just blocked there, and a chance now for Unity breaking up this left-hand side. A nice little burst of pace there. Number 16 there for Unity, Sena Kashima, winning a throw-in for her side. Clazel now with a throw-in. Nice little touch and turn there from Beckering, but she just carries that one over the byline, and it is going to be a goal kick for Altitude. Referee a little bit animated there, thought he'd seen something else, but it is going to be a goal kick here for Altitude. 3 minutes gone here in North Vancouver, and it's been a very fast-paced start by both teams. Lowen sends that ball up. Nice little touch and a turn there by Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Aurora and her sister Ali, the joint top scorers for Altitude last season with 3 goals apiece. Goals a little bit hard to come by for Altitude last year. Just 5 different goal scorers for Altitude. That'll be something Falibas is wanting to really change and get more goals from around his team. Ali Hughes-Goyette and Aurora Hughes-Goyette, 3 goals apiece. Kayla Campbell, Maya Morell with 2 apiece, and Samantha Kell, the only other scorer with 1 goal. And it was a little bit of a slow start for Altitude last year. Just 1 point from their first 4 matches before they got their first win in the 5th game of the season. Things off to a much better start this year with that big win last week in Rivers. Much tougher opponent this week here though in Unity, as Beckering gets a chance to get a shot off, and it's well blocked there by Altitude, and the danger cleared quickly there by Eva Rodriguez. Avery Tulloch trying to get something going up that left hand side, but good block there by Unity, but it will be an Altitude throw-in just inside their half. Taking long looking for Charlotte Ring. Unity though get this one back. And a bit of a heavy stretch there, and just knocked out there by Sophie Crowther. Sophie Crowther, one of the returning players for Unity. 2 goals for her in that inaugural League 1BC season last year. 14 different scorers for Unity, a stark contrast to what Altitude were able to put up last year. Factor in a couple of own goals in there as well. As that through ball, it's a beautifully weighted ball, and a chance here for Unity. And round the goalkeeper, and there is the opening goal for Unity. 5 minutes in. Sophie Crowther, I was just talking about her goal scoring last year. Beautifully weighted pass there. Round Sarah Lowen and tucks that one away. Unity with an early lead here. 5 minutes in at Kinsmen Field, and you have to say that they have been the more pressured side. Graham Roxborough's side certainly off on the front foot there. Altitude of course did go behind last year, or last week rather, and fought back to get that 2-1 victory. Can they do it again this afternoon here in North Vancouver? Our pitch side booth for the commentary here allows us to hear a lot of the good team talk from the players, and Sarah Lowen telling her team that they need to drop back, that they're getting overrun by these early Unity attacks, and they certainly are. Unity looking very dangerous. They're certainly going to be one of the teams to beat this year. It was a bit of a slow start for Unity last year as well. They won their first match and then lost their next 3 before going on a good run to end the season, just falling short of the championship game in the end. Finished the season with 7 wins in their last 8 matches, and they're looking to get off to back-to-back wins to start this year. As Amanda Clazelle putting the Altitude defence under a lot of pressure there. Altitude having to clear quickly there, and the ball goes out for a Unity throw in here. About midway into the Altitude half. Clazelle plays that one forward to Kashima. She sends a dangerous one in the box, looking for the goal scorer Crowther, but it's cleared by Altitude, and Ring bundled to the ground out there by Danielle Cooper. A long ball played forward there by Altitude, but that's easily dealt with by the Unity back line. And that one's touched forward. That's asking a little bit too much, I think, there for Brianna Buttar to try and chase down. It's going to be a throw in now for Altitude, just inside their own half. Free kick for another challenge there on Charlotte Ring. Ring, one of the new additions to Altitude for this season, and a very strong addition for them as well. Got the assist on that winning goal last week. Brings a lot of experience to this Altitude side, as the ball played forward there by Lauren Gray. Won back quickly though by Unity, and they're going to get a chance to break again up this left hand side. They've done a lot of their attacking up the left here, as Kashima cuts inside now. She's got space to run here, and she's got help out wide if she wants to find it. She does there, and Buttar wins a corner kick for her side, powering forward there, and over to take this one is going to be the goal scorer, Sophie Crowther. Unity sending a pile their players forward for this. Crowther with one to the back of the box, well cleared though by Altitude, and it's a chance now for them to break. Powering forward here for Altitude, the number 15, Avery Tulloch, one of the returning players to League One, but a new player for Altitude this year. Tulloch played with Rivers out in Kamloops in the 2022 season. Won their Player of the Year as well, so that's been one of a number of good pickups for Altitude, strengthening their side. 12 returnees altogether on this Altitude roster. A lot of new faces sprinkled in with that as well. There's a long ball forward there, and Lowen comes out under pressure there from Kashima, and the ball just looping in the air. Lowen not too sure what it was. Kashima picks that one back up, plays it in, and it's to the near post, and it's going to be cleared by Altitude, who's certainly under pressure here in the early going from a constant pressurising Unity side. Long ball forward there from Clazelle. Kashima again, she's been so heavily involved in this match so far. Butter. Unity trying something on the right hand side now, and just overhit that pass, and that is going to go out for an Altitude goal kick, and that's going to be a little bit of respite for this Unity defence. It's certainly been under the caution these opening 11 minutes. One long kick forward there. Unity just win this one back on the far side again. It's going to be a throw into Unity just inside. the altitude half. Played forward looking for Crowther. Knocked away though by Alana DeLong. One of those returnees for altitude this year. Crowther again. Crowther and Kashima certainly in the thick of the early action here for Unity. Just then the ball comes to Alana Beckering. Plays it back to Maya Bajpai. And well won back there by Avery Tulloch, and trying to get something going now for this altitude side. Ring plays it back to Tulloch. Under pressure though, and carries that ball out. It's going to be a Unity throw-in midway in the altitude half. Beckering forced to play this one back, and Unity will build this one out the back. Comes out to Clausel. Kashima, well won back though. Great tackle there by Hughes Goyette. She's powering forward here for altitude. She had Ring to her right, finds her. Ring cuts inside. And that long ball forward there by Shostak, trying to play in Hughes Goyette. Just had a little bit too much on it. Runs out of play, but that's more like it from altitude. Haven't had a lot of chances to break forward so far in the early going here. Sandy will play this one out as Unity bring it out from the back. Nice little bit of hustle there from Holly Tarvis. But Unity get this one back. Kashima. Clausel again forced to play that back under some pressure from the high press from this altitude side. Altitude now have a chance to build. Ball played through, looking there for Shostak, but it's cut out by Unity. Back to Sadhu, who'll clear this one forward. A lot of communication coming from Sarah Lowen in the altitude goal, trying to reorganise that defence that is getting pulled all over the place in the early going here. And they're leaving a lot of room as well for altitude to get into, as Kashima just allowed to get into the box completely unchecked there. Luckily for altitude though, the ball manages to get cleared, and it's back with the number 12, Danielle Cooper. She sends this one forward for Kashima. Can she keep it in here on the left? No, she can't. It just runs out on this, got to say, a heavy surface. It was mowed this morning. You can kind of see the patches and the clumps of grass from the mowing and the rain that we've had here in North Vancouver. Ring now. Nice little touch inside there. Looking for Eva Rodriguez. Two of the more experienced players on this altitude side. But Unity win it back. Crowther. Crowther powering forward there and leaving Alana DeLong in her wake. But DeLong recovers well. Forces Crowther back. And Crowther forced to play this one back. Unity though still keeping this pressure on. Lovely long ball forward there, but that's easily going to be dealt with into the arms of Sarah Lowen. Wanting her players to get up the pitch so she can send this one long, and that's certainly a good idea from altitude just now, to get that as much out of their half as they can. Shostak played that forward, looking for the run from Hughes Goyette, not made there. And Unity will have a throw in deep in their own half. Clausel plays that one back to Cooper, who in turn plays it back to Sandhu. so far. Altitude look to have managed to withstand that constant pressure from Unity. Just the one goal to show for it from Unity in the 5th minute. Nice finish from Sophie Crowther. Looked like this one may have got out of hand early if Altitude had not reorganised a little bit at the back, but they've done well to withstand this pressure. Now they need to try and launch some attacks of their own. As Kashima again powering forward, plays this one out to Beckering. She can't fully connect on that one and sends that one just behind the Altitude goal. Kashima though certainly causing a lot of problems for Altitude with her runs forward here. Chance now. What can Altitude go going forward? It's Tulloch. Ball back to Sandhu and she'll just send it forward, but it's cut out by Ring and she's trying a long range effort. What a strike by Charlotte Ring! Crashes off the bar and Hughes Goyette nearly there to poke home the rebound. Can't fully connect on that one, but what a strike that was from Charlotte Ring. One of the Altitude players I'm really looking forward to seeing play this season. 5'4" from Germany, moved at an early age though to Charlotte in South Carolina. Played her football in youth level for South Carolina Surf. Has some experience over in Germany as well in the youth ranks with Neubrandenburg. Then went over and played a little bit with FV Bonn Endenich. 4 years at Queen's University in Charlotte as well from Charlotte Ring. 27 goals and 13 assists in her 70 appearances there for the NCAA Division 2 side. And the wealth of experience and talent she's going to bring to this Altitude roster this year is going to be fantastic. We saw it in that opener against Rivers and we've seen it already in some flashes early this afternoon. Unity now, a long looping one. Kind of a cross-come shot there, but easily dealt with by Sarah Lohan in the Altitude goal. That chance from Altitude a couple of minutes ago that crashed off the bar will certainly give them a bit of renewed hope that they can certainly trouble this Unity side. As I said, they've withstood this early burst of pressure, but Unity dominating the possession here right now. They're giving Kashima though a lot of room here on this left side. They really need to, they're marking a little bit too centrally and they need to kind of watch for these runs of Kashima as the ball played back there, but the flag is up for offside. Hendricks ready to pounce and put that one away. Holly Tarvis in the right back row getting a torrid time out there from Sena Kashima. Kashima is another one of those experienced players on this Unity side, a Trinity Western alumni. Talked about Charlotte Ring's goal scoring prowess in her college days. Kashima, 90 games played for the Spartans from 2014 to 18, 19 goals and 44 assists, so she is certainly a player that Altitude cannot afford to give all this room to that they're currently giving up in this half. But the ball exactly where Altitude want it to be just now, which is in this Unity half, and they've got a throw in. DeLong will take this one. Battling away there for Altitude and winning the throw in is Tanis McKay. DeLong again over to take this, looking for some movement. Tulloch, though, gives that one away, and it's going to be a free kick. May have been offside there. Didn't see the flag going up, but the referee looks to have indicated that it was an offside decision. Unity now again building from the back. Hendricks powering forward for Unity. Nice little cut inside. Can't get that cross in though. It's well blocked by DeLong in the end. But that was a great run there from Kylie Hendricks. Just coming off a very strong rookie season for the Trinity Western Spartans in Canada West. And Unity over to take this corner kick, and it is going to be the goal scorer, the only goal of the game so far, Sophie Crowther. Crowther sends a good ball into the box. Lowen comes out to punch that, but her defender clears that ahead of her. But Lowen recovers well from the looping header that was sent back in. She had to do that as well. It was a nice header in from Beckering, but Lowen commanding her area well there. Easing another Unity attack, and past the midway point now. Just that one goal of the game, 5 minutes in from Unity. Altitude have settled well, but they are still under a lot of pressure as Crowther now pokes this one out to Beckering. Good little bit of pressure there from Tulloch. But Unity managed to get another corner kick out of this. Always plan to keep tallies of how many corners there's been. Start off with good intentions and get caught up with the game and don't. But this feels like it's at least half a dozen so far for Unity in the first half of this first half. And it's Crowther again who's been on set piece duty, sending that one in. Well met there though. And cleared by the big number 12, Sophie Burgoyne. Now it's a chance for Shostak to break back. Fantastic save and tackle there. Breaking that one up. Throw in. Chested down by Ring. It's back to Burgoyne, and Altitude just going to calm things down. Build this one slowly out from the back. Long ball forward. Chested down by Tarvis. Under pressure though. Sophie Crowther out on this wing now. Plays that one back to Clausel. She's under pressure though from Hughes Goyette. Tarvis. Header picked up though by Unity. Beckering now. Long range effort from Beckering. Right down the throat though of Lowen. That's not going to trouble her. She'll deal with those all day long. Very noticeable though from these first 25 minutes. Any loose ball or any kind of sloppy pass or misplaced header from Altitude is being pounced on very quickly by this Unity side. Unity now with another throw in just inside the Altitude half. Maya Bajpai over to take this. Altitude win this one back though. They're still struggling at times to really get out of their half and launch much into the final third of Unity. Forced to play a lot of their chances and opportunities back. Picked up here by Eva Rodriguez. Tulloch will play this one back to Lowen. Tarvis now. Nice little passing move there, but it's cut out by Unity. Altitude will get a chance to keep the pressure on though from this throw-in. Ring now. We've already seen that she's got a Fantastic shot on her from distance. Wasn't able to get anything off there. Tarvis putting the pressure there on Alana Beckering, committing a foul in the process, and Unity get a free kick about midway through their half. In the 27th minute here at Kinsmen Field. Very entertaining game. First home game of the season for this Altitude side. First of 7. If you've been enjoying watching this action, make sure you check out the Altitude website to get tickets for the remaining home games. All double headers with the men and the women. Two very exciting sides that Fallibas has put together for this season. As Clausel still on the ball. Great tenacity here from Clausel. Under pressure though from Hughes Goyette, who manages to tuck that one away, and it's going to be a throw-in right by the corner flag here for Unity. Clausel with the throw to the edge of the box. Temporarily broken up by Altitude, but it's going to come back to Clausel. Tries to get the better of Hughes Goyette again, but doesn't, and again Hughes Goyette gets the important foot in. This time she manages to clear it up to Charlotte Ring. Little touch inside, doesn't quite come off. Unity tried to keep the pressure on Crowther. She's been all over the pitch for Unity so far in the early going here, but a very important tackle there from Burgoyne. Gives away a corner, but could certainly have been a lot worse if she hadn't timed that tackle well. Crowther over to take this corner kick on the left hand side. Crowther, another player coming off a fantastic 2022 college season for Trinity Western Spartans. Doesn't fully connect on that one. Not one of her best corners, but she was such a key and important player for Trinity Western. 2 goals and 12 assists on the season. And she's already shown the danger through the first 2 weeks of the season here. Crowther didn't get the assist necessarily on that winning goal last week, but it was her first shot that was parried that was ended up getting put away for the winner for Unity. Flicked forward here, and Lowen has to be out quick there because closing down on that was Alana Beckering. A good foot on that there from Lowen. Not able to spring Tanis McKay in the end. And that battle won midfield there. Again, it's played forward here to Crowther. This time she does get the better of her mark and fires a shot in, and it's tipped by Lowen, I think, but crashed off the left post nonetheless. And it doesn't look like Lowen did get anything on that, because it is going to be a goal kick. Crowther, absolutely fantastic so far in this early going here for Unity. When you watch Sophie Crowther out there, it's really hard to believe that she's just coming off her rookie season. She does not play like she's a first year midfielder at all. Unity knocking this one about. That one just couldn't fully connect it there. A chance now for a little bit of breathing space. You feel it's not going to last for too long here for Altitude. Flicked on lovely there by Charlotte Ring. Good pressure here from Altitude, and what a tackle that was by Hughes Goyette. The loose ball falls to Ring. She's looking for some movement that just isn't quite there for Altitude just now. But that's a loose header, and it fell nicely there for Eva Rodriguez, but she couldn't fully connect on it. Altitude though, keeping the pressure on. It comes back to Ring. Is she going to try another long range effort? This time she pokes it through to Hughes Goyette. Just a slightly heavy first touch there from Hughes Goyette. And she wasn't able to get the shot off, but she gets the ball back here, but the flag up very quickly there for offside, but that is more like it from Altitude. Some great movement there, some great passing play as well, and really excited to see what Aurora Hughes Goyette and Charlotte Ring are going to work together over the course of the season here. But it is a free kick for Unity, sent forward by Sandu, but well won there by Burgoyne. She's been excellent in the back this afternoon for Altitude. Unity no chance to break here. Butter. It's a battle with the number 5s, and it's the Altitude number 5, Holly Tarvis, that wins that one. Plays that up, looking for Hughes Goyette. I thought it was an Altitude throw-in, but Cosell thought she had won that. Tarvis now looking to send this one forward. Ring brings that down well. Another fantastic touch there from Charlotte Ring. DeLong sent that one forward, but it's cut out again by Unity. They're doing well at breaking up these Altitude passes as Rodriguez sends this one out for Tarvis. Tarvis does well to get to that first, and is clattered in the process by Sophie Crowther. Falibas looking for a booking there. Referee having none of it. Referee for this one, man in the middle, is Josh Hooving. First assistant referee is Andrea Brizuela. Second assistant referee is Muniel Peran. Fourth official for this one, Sebastian Poydevin. Ring pounces on that loose ball there. Hughes Goyette has certainly been putting herself into some crunching tackles this afternoon out there, and I have to say winning the vast majority of them as well. I think Falibas will be happy with what he's seen from his side there. They could very easily have caved under that early pressure from Unity, but they did well to withstand it. They settled. They're launching a few dangerous attacks of their own now, but they've got to be very careful of these quick Unity breaks. As Crowther sent in a shot there. In fact, sorry, that wasn't Crowther that sent that one in. So used to seeing her over on that side setting them in. Low in, long ball forward there. Headed out though by Clazel, and it's going to be another throw in, which Tarvis will be quick to take. Flicked on nicely there by Shostak. She's dropped a little bit deeper than where she started. Billy Shostak, the number 23 for Altitude. Unity now with the throw in midway into their own half. It's played forward there to Butter. And Unity forced to play it back and switch it now up to the other side. Long ball forward there, trying to find Amanda Clazel. Just a little bit too much on it there from Danielle Cooper. And Tarvis now will send this one forward to Ring. Ring back to Tarvis. Tulloch forced to play this one back to Burgoyne. Pass and play from altitude's been a joy to watch so far this afternoon. A nice attempt there by Ring, just maybe didn't fully connect on it there as she's tried to send that through for Shostak. That's a long ball forward, well timed run there by Sophie Crowther. She's got a lot of room here to try and get into the box. Hits the byline, tries to send that one across, appeals for handball there, but certainly seemed to come off the chest of Burgoyne from the angle that I've got down here. Unity though, keeping the pressure on. Clazel. Beckering under some good pressure there from Avery Tulloch, and it's poked away by the altitude player. There's going to be another corner kick coming up for Unity. Crowther over again to take this one, as she has been all afternoon so far. Great delivery into the box there, and it's well met as well in there. It's the second goal for Unity. 38th minute. Beautiful cross in there from Sophie Crowther for the corner. Just trying to see who it was that connected on that. I think it was Danielle Cooper, but I just want to wait for her to turn round to confirm that. In fact, it wasn't actually. It was Elizabeth Hicks. Unity taking a 2-goal lead here in the 38th minute. It was a great delivery, I have to say, though. Elizabeth Hicks, one of the veterans on this Unity side, another Trinity Western Spartans alumni. Spent 5 years in the programme under Graham Roxburgh from 2016 to 21, and he knows what a key player that she can be. From 90 appearances with the Spartans, 13 goals, 5 assists, was the 2022 Spartans Athlete of the Year as well, and just showing her worth now to this Unity side as they keep the pressure on. Kashima plays that forward, and it's cut across goal. A dangerous one there, and it had to be cleared by Rodriguez. Beckering sending a dangerous one in, and now a chance for Altitude to try and get something going. Can they pull one back before half time? Looked like they had weathered the storm. They were just going to be going in with maybe just a 1-goal deficit. Now it's a much different team talk from Fally Bass as they face going in 2 goals down. They certainly don't want to go in any worse than that. He's Goyette showing a little bit of pressure on this Unity defence, but the Unity backline dealt very easily with that, and now they've got a chance to storm forward. And it's Kashima again who just carries that one over. It's going to be a throw in for Altitude midway in their own half here. Tarva's looking for some movement that she's just not quite getting there. Has to just play that forward. It's flicked on by Kashima, and Unity will pick this one back up. Hicks. That's a lovely ball forward there to Butter, but it's well won back by Rodriguez, and now there's a chance for Altitude to break forward. Rodriguez powering forward here. She had players to her left and right, and just the delivery wasn't there in the end for Eva Rodriguez. So flag goes up or offside there. Eva Rodriguez, another one of the new additions, one of the veterans that's added to this Altitude side. The 30-year-old played last year with Rivers as well and was very influential with them. Was their defensive player of the year. Playing in a more of a DM role here for Altitude this afternoon, as a dangerous ball comes in there from Hughes Goyette. She had Jade Mitchell waiting in the middle there, who's come on as a sub after that second Unity goal. Priya Sandhu had to be quick to get to that. Mitchell was waiting to pounce, but it is a corner kick here for Unity in the 42nd minute. Hughes Goyette, it's a short one. And it's broken up well here by Unity, and they've got a chance to storm forward here through Kashima. And that was a worthy booking, I think, that was picked up there by Avery Tulloch. Sometimes you just got to give those fouls away and pick a booking up in the process. Because Kashima was powering forward there, and that was going to be a dangerous break for Unity if Tulloch hadn't committed that foul. Breaks it up now, but Unity with a free kick just inside their own half. Clazel plays the short one to Kylie Hendricks. And that ball's going to run through to Sarah Lowen. She looks to try and get on with that quick, but has to slow things down as Altitude regroup and get some positions. Long ball forward, flicked on there by Holly Tarvis. Nicely played by Tulloch. Out to Hughes Goyette. It's kind of adopted more of a wide position since Jade Mitchell has come on up front. Mitchell, I think the youngest player actually on this Altitude roster. She's 16 years old. Currently plays in the BC SPL with Langley United. Has been in the Prereqs programme for the Whitecaps as well, and has spent time over in Spain with the Tovo Academy. I know they've got very high hopes for Jade Mitchell for the future and what she can become as a player. This is certainly going to be a big test for her, going up against an experienced backline for Unity this afternoon. But she's definitely added a little bit of spark to Altitude since she has come on. Looks like she came on for the number 23, Billy Shostak. Did not see the substitution made in the aftermath of that goal, but you've definitely noticed her on the pitch since she has come on. Ring now. Great play from her in the middle of the park. Sprays that one out to Mitchell.
Let's go!
Mitchell tries to knock it past Clazel there. Thought she'd won herself the corner kick, but unfortunately not. It's going to be a goal kick for Unity as we get into the last 30 seconds of regulation time in this one. Haven't seen an indication from the fourth official as to how much time getting added on here, but you can't feel there's going to be too much. As Unity again storming forward, it's Sophie Crowther. She's looking for some support, forced to stop and turn back, but still on the ball. Great tackle there from Burgoyne yet again to break that one up. And referee not adding any time on here at Kinsmen Field, and half time in this one, and it's been a pretty dominant performance from Unity so far in terms of possession and attacks. Altitude though withheld it for much of the game. 2 goals to the good though, Unity FC. The first one coming in just 5 minutes. Lovely finish from Sophie Crowther, and Crowther again involved in the second in the 38th minute. Beautiful delivery from the corner, met by Elizabeth Hicks, powered that one past Sarah Lowen in the Altitude goal. It's 2-0 to Unity at the break. Fally Bass has some work to do with his Altitude side in this one. We'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned for that. Welcome back to Kinsmen Field in North Vancouver for the second half of this League 1 BC Women's Division battle between Altitude FC and Unity FC. It's 2-0 to Unity FC after the first 45 minutes, and looking to add to that right away was Alana Beckering with a long-range shot straight down the middle, though, of Sarah Lowen in the altitude goal. Just looking around the pitch to see if there has been any half-time substitutions. I don't see any. If there is, though, we'll keep you covered as the match gets underway. Altitude got a lot to do in the second half. Just looked like they were maybe going to get overrun in the early going, but then weathered the storm from Unity. And now a chance here. Can they pull one back early? And a second one crashes off the bar. And this time it's put in! And the rebound falls nicely, but the flag has gone up. Billy Shostak thought she had put that one away, but the flag got up for offside. Obviously, we would need to see that one back. I mean, the shot crashed off the rebound, so I don't know how Shostak was in an offside position there. That would have been a game changer for sure, just 2 minutes into the second half. Everyone very confused as to what had happened there. Ring now with a long range effort. Ring herself had crashed one off the bar in the first half, and Altitude really going for it now in the opening minutes of this half. Ring from distance certainly seems to be a big danger for Altitude. That one tipped around though by Priya Sandhu in the Unity goal. Pressure getting kept on though, and Avery Tulloch will be over to take this corner kick, the first of the second half for Altitude. Referee not happy with what he's seeing on the goal line there. Sandhu under a little bit of pressure from Hughes Goyette. Didn't see too much in that, I've got to say. Seen a lot worse actually with the players getting crowded. So second attempt here for Altitude at this corner kick. Tulloch sends a lovely one into the box there. Sandhu has to come out to punch that one away, but Altitude keeping the pressure on. Rodriguez now. Altitude still keeping the pressure on here. Alana DeLong over to take this throw in. DeLong gets it back, flicked on well by Ring there, nearly fell to Jade Mitchell. Altitude though, keeping that on again. Lauren Gray with a long ball forward for Jade Mitchell to try and chase down, and this one will run through to Priya Sandhu in the Unity goal. This is a complete different start to the second half than what we saw in the first. Altitude really come out all guns blazing to start the second half. That's going to please Farley Bass with what he's seen so far. What they can't afford to do though is just give away cheap free kicks like that one just given away on Kashima there. Unity send that one forward, but it's cut out. Shostak plays that one forward. Feel you're going to hear a lot from Fally on the commentary in the second half. He's certainly a lot more animated and vocal on the sidelines just over to my right. Unity now. Beckering breaking up that left hand side, tries to cut inside, but again fantastic defensive play there from Sophie Burgoyne. She has been absolutely fantastic for Altitude this afternoon. Altitude resplendent in their new blue home kits. has the silhouette of the mountains on it, and it's brightening up over the mountains, and it's certainly brightening up in this half as well for Altitude in this match. Bettering can't get a shot off there, and it's a chance now for Altitude to break forward. Hughes Goyette storming forward here. She had Mitchell ahead of her, chooses to play it inside, looking for Shostak. I think Mitchell had been in an offside position there. And Altitude will get a chance to keep the pressure on now from a free kick. In fact, it's going to be a throw-in. I thought referee giving a free kick there, but it's a throw-in just inside the Unity half. Well brought down there by Tulloch. She tries to turn and get away from her marker. Can't quite get away from Clausel. Has to be said, Amanda Clausel has been having a fantastic game here for Unity this afternoon. The number 26 Surrey United affiliated youth player. And it's Clausel that's on the ball just now. She sends this one forward to Butter. A nice little cut inside, but picked off the feet there by Avery Tulloch. She sends this one forward to Jade Mitchell. Hughes Goyette cut inside, and Hughes Goyette sent crashing to the ground there. That's going to give Altitude a chance to have a free kick and send in a very dangerous ball here from about 25-30 yards out. Probably near the 30. Tulloch standing over this one. Rodriguez making a movement there to the front of the box on the instructions of Fally-Bass. Something certainly looks like it could be in the works here. As Rodriguez takes her place in the wall. Tulloch, it's a short one. It was something that was drawn up on the training field there. Didn't quite come off. Trying to get it to Rodriguez on the end of the wall there. Nice attempt, but just well read by Unity in the end, and Altitude end up giving away the free kick in the process. Excellent start to the second half by the North Vancouver side here. Can they turn this pressure into a goal though and reduce this deficit to 1? Certainly seems a complete turnaround from how the first half went, where it was Unity launching attack after attack at the start of it, and Altitude were struggling to get the ball out of their half. Unity have not been an attacking threat at all really in this half, and are struggling to get over the halfway line at times. This time they do, with a long ball forward there for Sophie Crowder to try and chase down, but Sarah Lowen out very quick to clear that danger. Ring picks it up in the middle of the park here for Altitude. Tulloch playing a bit of a more advanced role in this half, and certainly to the benefit of Altitude, I would say. We saw how dangerous Avery Tulloch was for Rivers last year. She was one of the standout players on that Rivers side. So much so, in fact, that she actually won Rivers Player of the Year on the women's vote. 5 times as well, featuring in the L1BC Team of the Week. This long ball forward, looking for Jade Mitchell, but well met instead by the scorer of that second goal, Elizabeth Hicks. She gets her head to that, and it's out for another Altitude corner, this time on the left hand side of the park. And it's Avery Tulloch that's going to be over to take this one. Tulloch needs a good delivery here, and she sends a dangerous one, and it's right on the top of Sandu, who pokes it out, and the header in, and there is a goal back for Altitude, and it's Charlotte Ring that gets it. 10 minutes into the second half, and Altitude reduced the deficit to 2-1. It was a fantastic delivery in from Avery Tulloch. Sandu could only get a fist to it, punches it away, falls beautifully to Charlotte Ring. And she heads that superbly into the goal. We've got a game in our hands here at Kinsmen Field. It's Altitude 1, Unity 2. As Burgoyne needing a little bit of attention there, but what a good goal that was for Altitude. And you've got to say, it's no less than their play deserves. Fantastic stuff all round from Altitude to start the second half, as the blue smoke comes out from the supporters, and they're going to feel that they can get themselves back into this one. And on the way that this second half has gone so far, you have to feel that they've got every chance to do so. Charlotte Ring so unlucky not to get on the score sheet in the first half with a long ranger that crashed off the crossbar. This time her looping header beats Sandu, all ends up, and it's got Altitude very much back into this match. Tulloch, she has been instrumental in this good start as well to the second half for Altitude. Long range, ambitious effort there, I think you have to say, from Billy Shostak. Mentioned in the first half, I thought Shostak had been the player that had gone off for Jade Mitchell coming on, but instead Shostak has then played a more defensive role, and she's gone back to be the centre back. It was the number 7, Tanis McKay, that had made way for Jade Mitchell. Falibas clearly wanting to reorganise that back line, and I've got to say that since the change has been made, it has been a much different looking Altitude side out there. Altitude had the ball in the net twice so far in the second half. Only one of them counted, sadly, but they have been the team in the ascendancy. What do Unity have in reply? They've got a chance to break here as Bajpai plays that forward looking for Crowther, but Altitude, again, great defensive play, and now they've got a chance to break. Long ball forward there, looking for Hughes Goyette. Sorry. It was Hughes Goyette, it's Ali Hughes Goyette who has come on for Altitude now in the second half.
Let's go, get the ball! Get the ball!
Ali Hughes Goyette coming on for Sophie Burgoyne there from that injury that I mentioned. She'd gone down a little bit after that second goal. That also explains why Billy Shostak has moved a little bit deeper into the back line. And Ali Hughes Goyette now gets past her marker there, and they're breaking forward again. Altitude, she's got her sister in front of her, goes herself and just flashes one past there. The Hughes Goyette sisters combined for 6 goals last season in League One. Joint leading scorers for this Altitude side. Ali Hughes Goyette again in the thick of the action, and Jade Mitchell there gets an important foot on that, but it's going to be a Unity throw-in midway in their own half here as we get to the hour mark, just approaching here at Kinsmen Field. Unity looking a much different side, it has to be said, in this half, and that's full credit to Altitude for not letting them play the kind of game that Graham Roxburgh likes his side to play. They have a chance to break now though with Alana Beckering. She's got space in front of her, hits the byline, sends a dangerous one across goal. It's bouncing around and it's just flashed wide there. That was a close call there for Altitude. Sophie Crowther nearly getting her second of the game there. Lovely work by Alana Beckering out wide, sending a beautiful ball into the box, and Crowther just inches flashes that past the left post, almost restoring Unity's 2-goal lead here. Altitude though live to fight another day. That would have been harsh on them the way that they've started this second half to go back down to 2-goal deficit. Rodriguez now in a battle with Crowther. Crowther so instrumental in that first half for Unity, but she's been kept very quiet in this second half, as have a number of these Unity players. Maybe starting to find their feet in the second half though a little bit, much as Altitude did in the first. Long ball forward there, looking for Ali Hughes-Goyette, but very well dealt with there by Elizabeth Hicks. Hicks again, sends this one forward. Little poke forward though by Crowther, but well dealt with by Altitude, and they'll get a chance now to build this one out of the back.
Step. Lauren! Bring it up. Next time. Stop! Up! Watch out, Judy! You get to go together!
Lovely long ball forward there for Jade Mitchell. She brings that down so well. Fights to get past Badge Pie, but Unity recover to clear it, but don't get it too far, and the danger is still on here from Altitude. Little miss kick there from Lauren Gray. And that's going to give Unity a chance to kind of slow the game down and regroup a little bit here. What Altitude do not want to do here is just allow Unity to slow this pace down. The fast-paced start has certainly seemed to suit this Altitude side. Crowther seeing a dangerous one in there, and it just takes a deflection off Shostak, and it's going to be out for the first corner of the second half to Unity FC. There's going to be Crowther over to take it, as she has with pretty much all their set-piece opportunities so far this afternoon. Altitude need to be really switched on defensively here. They're very much in this game and certainly looking the better team just now. They don't want to give up a cheap one off a set piece, and Lowen was a little bit flapping at that, but they managed to survive and knock that one away. Aurora Hughes-Goyette can't keep that in though, and Unity's going to get a throw in on the far side. And it's going to be one of the Unity substitutes on to take this one. The number 3, Leanna Holtz. Second corner in pretty quick succession now, coming up for Unity. Caused a bit of confusion with their first. What can they do in the second? Crowther sends a deep one in, this time low, and more than a match for it, and commanding her box well. Getting that away before Danielle Cooper can get her head to it, and quick distribution there from the Altitude keeper. From the set, Hughes-Goyette on her way, but a foul in the process there from Ali Hughes-Goyette. Seemed a bit of a 50-50 one to me. Didn't see a lot in that. Referee though thought otherwise, and it's going to be a chance now again for Unity just to slow things down. Altitude certainly looking so dangerous in these quick counters, and they've got some pace to burn when they're breaking forward here. Hicks sends a deep one forward, but that's easily dealt with by the Altitude defence. Melnichuk, haven't mentioned her name much at all this afternoon, usually quite a very influential player. Another one of the Trinity Western Spartans. 17 Trinity Western Spartans players on this Unity roster this season. A few alumni thrown in there as well. DeLong, just a little bit of miscommunication there with Mitchell, and it's picked up well by Bajpai. Holtz now. Send a nice little ball there for Crowther. And good recovery play there by Alana DeLong to send this one out, and it's going to be another corner kick coming up here for Unity. Unity seem to have regrouped after maybe being a little bit shell-shocked by how Altitude came out to start that second half. Definitely can't wait to watch that Shostak goal 90 seconds into the second half to see why that was disallowed, as Lowen comes out to collect that one. If that one had stood, then that would have been a very much different game now. But you can't look at what might have been, you've just got to look at what has happened, and right now Unity holding a 2-1 lead. It's a long ball forward looking for Ali Hughes-Goyette. Thought she might have been offside as that was played for, but the flag stays down. Ali plays that inside, looking for Avery Tulloch, but the danger cleared by Unity. Rodriguez just can't bring it down there, and that's going to allow now Unity to bring this one out. Bajpai out to Holtz. Bit of a heavy first touch though by Holtz, but she does recover. DeLong couldn't overcommit herself there for fear of having the ball poked past her. Long ball forward there, dealt well by Hicks. But again, a nice looping ball here for Hughes-Goyette to chase down. Ali Hughes-Goyette against Elizabeth Hicks. That's going to be a battle that is going to be fun to watch for the last quarter of this match. Hicks trying to get some messages across to her teammates as they're one of the more experienced players on this Unity side. DeLong over though for the throw-in. Ring plays it back to DeLong, who sends a decent enough ball in the box, just there's no Altitude players there to try and get on the end of it, so a little bit of a wasted opportunity in the end. Not for the fault of DeLong's ball there, just needed some movement to try and get onto that. Altitude trying to keep the pressure on now on the far side of the pitch, and it's Holly Tarvis that she was also to take a second throw in there. I thought that had gone Altitude's way as well. Referee saw a touch though off an Altitude player, and Unity will get a chance to send this one forward. Not the best throw-in that you'll see, but also not that well dealt with by Altitude. Unity pick this one back up as Crowther tries to power forward and sends an interesting one into the box that Lowen doesn't grab at the first opportunity on this wet surface, but does well to recover. Unity pick this up. Loose ball there. Butter picks it up. Sends it forward, but just too much on that. There was not much chance that Clazel was going to get onto the end of that one. Crowther now does well to hold on to the ball under some Altitude pressure, but Altitude nearly win it back there, but Unity do so well to win that one back, and they're going to be forced back to build this one out from the back. Hicks under immediate pressure though from Jade Mitchell. Unity temporarily keep it alive, but This is what Altitude need to do. They need to get this pressure on this Unity backline. They're a team that likes to play with the ball, put them under pressure, and we've seen a few turnovers from them in this second half, as Mitchell can't keep that one in. And Bajpai going to be over to take this throw in for Unity. 25 minutes gone in the second half here. Bajpai sends that one forward, looking for the head of Liana Holtz. But Holtz can't keep this one in. Altitude will get the throw. Nice little flick on there from Hughes Goyette, looking for Jade Mitchell, but she just can't get that one under control, and it's cleared by Bajpai. Altitude though, win it back. They've got a chance to build again. DeLong plays this one back. Lovely long ball forward here for Jade Mitchell. She stays onside. I thought it was right in front of me, and she certainly looked onside to me there. She looked to have a step on Bajpai. Far side assistant referee though, flag up instantly there.
Hey guys, let's go! Let's go guys, let's go! Let's go!
Hicks with the long ball forward. Was looking for Crowther, but didn't quite get the direction that she wanted on that. And Altitude not only clear it, but win themselves a free kick. About 10 yards into their own half. Again, Falivas calling for the yellow card to come out, this time on Brianna Butter for that tackle. 18 minutes left in this one. Do Altitude have another goal in them? Their play has indicated in the early going that they certainly do. Mitchell still keeps hold of it, plays it out to DeLong. Lovely ball forward there from DeLong to Hughes Goyette. Ali on the ball, little touch inside. Oh, and that one smacks right off her face. That would certainly have hurt. Now Unity though get a chance to bring this one away, and it's Crowther powering forward. Rodriguez under pressure, and she plays that forward. Shostak with the boot on that just to clear that, which she had to do. Did that very well. This early Altitude pressure to start this second half, just producing the one goal that counted, the one that didn't. Yes, I will not give up talking about that. Much like Altitude weathered that Unity storm in the first half, it's been a case of Unity weathering this Altitude storm, and they've got the ball exactly where they wanted just now, which is deep in the Altitude half. They're just slowing the play down now. But again, great pressuring from Altitude, and they win it back again. It's a ball forward here for Hughes Goyette to run. She needs a bit of help. Or can she do it herself? It's Hughes Goyette against Hicks. Tries to knock that one forward, and Priya Sandhu out quickly in the Unity goal to collect that one. Sandhu on the Unity League One roster last year. Getting the start today. The SFU alumni spent 4 years up the mountain. Safe pair of hands for Unity. Only beaten the once so far. Can Altitude push on and get this equaliser? Just checking over at the Unity bench there, and the Graham Roxburgh looks set to make another substitution here. Going to wait until this throw-in is taken though. Bit of a misplay there from Shostak's going to give Unity another corner. Forced quite a few of them in the last 10 minutes or so, as Isabella Pineda still waits to come on here for Unity. Corner Corner taken by Unity. They're going to send a deep one into the back of the box. That's got far too much power on it, and that's going to run out. Just whether it's going to run out for a throw-in or a goal kick. It looks like it could be the throw-in. Substitution now coming up for Unity. Going off is the number 22, Alana Beckering. She had a fantastic first half, but has been kept very quiet in the second half. Coming on for Unity is the number 10, Izzy Pineda, Queen's University forward. As Altitude as well, looking to make a substitution very, very soon. Be interesting to see who Falibas brings off for this one. Taya Shocker going to be coming on for Altitude.
Come inside.
Long ball forward here for Hughes Goyette to chase down. Again, she could do with some support up there. Has a lot of work to do on her own. Ali cuts inside. Loose ball now to Jade Mitchell. She fires one in from distance, and that doesn't miss by too much at the right post there. Nice little effort there from Jade Mitchell. As Shocker still waits to come on here, we'll see who is going to make way. Shocker will add a little bit of fresh legs and spark to this attack for Altitude. Sandhu sends this one forward. Well cut out though by Ring. Aurora Hughes Goyette now. She's got her sister in the middle if she can find her. Gets past her marker. Hits the byline. Sends this one in. That's a dangerous foot there. That ball really could have gone anywhere. Directed behind though there from Amanda Clausel. And it's going to be a corner kick here for Altitude. 78th minute. Avery Tulloch over to take this one. Tulloch. Another great delivery into the box. It's floating around there. Can Altitude bring it down? Ring goes down after a challenge in the box there. Maddie Melnichuk and Ring coming together. The Altitude bench looking for a penalty there. I think that would have been a bit harsh. It was just a good old-fashioned shoulder charge there. But Altitude keeping the pressure on now on the far side. Throw in taken to Ring. Tries to get the better of Cooper but can't. And Unity will not only clear the danger there, they're going to win a free kick for the process. And now Altitude will get the chance to make that substitution. Eva Rodriguez making way for Altitude. The Altitude captain going off. Coming on, 17-year-old Taya Shocker. Got on in the last couple of minutes in last week's win over Rivers as well. The 17-year-old can play a variety of midfield roles. Played 5 games for Altitude in the League 1 BC campaign last year. Also, make sure to check out her regular column over on aftn.ca. We've added Taya as a columnist for this League 1B season. Her first piece is up already. It's been very well received. She's a fantastic football player, and I'd go as far to say an even better writer. Check out her blog as well. Can she be the difference maker that Altitude need now in these closing 11 minutes? Unity though, trying to get something going themselves now. Ball forward from Bajpai, but it's cut out. Ring. She's been absolutely fantastic in the middle of the park. Shocker in action right away. Can't find Hughes Goyette there, and Clausel's got a chance to break forward. She got forward so well in the first half, but we haven't seen a lot of her going forward in the second half. As Shostak does well to keep that one from going behind for a corner. And Tarva sent crashing to the deck there, and that's going to be a free kick for Altitude. So we're about to move into the final 10 minutes of this one here at Kinsmen Field. It's been a very entertaining game, certainly felt very much like a game of two halves as well. (2-1) Unity still have the lead here. Free kick flicked on by Aurora, looking to flick it on to her sister Ali. Altitude have to settle, just for getting a throw in here. Can they turn this pressure, this dangerous attacks that they've launched, into a second goal? And that's a nice flick on here. Aurora Hughes-Goyette just can't keep that in though, and that runs behind for a goal kick. Nice idea there from Altitude. Unity though keen to get on quickly with this. Elizabeth Hicks, the storied Spartan, send that one forward. And again, Unity just give the ball away quite cheaply. Shostak, lovely crossfield ball there, but unfortunately no run made from Altitude. Fally shouting for Aurora to keep on that, the ball was still there. Needed a little bit quicker anticipation there from Aurora Hughes-Goyette. But Altitude kept the pressure on, but Unity do come away with it now. Luciana Andrews on for Altitude, the number 15. Now Bajpai out on the right here. Just looking for a player in the middle. Forced to play it back to Holtz, but it's well cut out by Alana Dulong. It's going to be a Unity throw-in though, deep inside the Altitude half as we're into the last 8 minutes here at Kinsmen Field. Unity holding a narrow 2-1 lead here. Throw-in taken, looking for Sophie Crowther. She turns well and fires one in there. Dealt well there by Sarah Lowen. She holds on to allow her teammates to get forward here. Going to send a deep one forward. Good kick though by Lowen, looking for Shocker. Shocker can't bring that one down. Ring under pressure, she pokes that one loose to Ali Hughes-Goyette, but another important Unity foot is there to clear the danger. Crowther now, breaking forward for Unity. Cut inside by Crowther. She's been so good for Unity this afternoon, especially in that first half, been a bit quieter in the second, but still looks to be the most dangerous Unity player out there. Building off that absolutely fantastic Canada West season. Saw her win a lot of plaudits, rookie honours. DeLong played it to Shocker. Back to Shocker now. She's under pressure there from Sophie Crowther. She seems to be everywhere. A little chance here for Altitude. A break into the box here. It's cut across goal. And an important clearance there by Altitude. It looked like Butter had played that in and was going to get poked home. But a huge clearance there by the Altitude defence. Unity though keeping the pressure on. Crowther plays that one out wide. Butter now under pressure from Avery Tulloch and takes a deflection off the Altitude player, but that was such an important play there from Holly Tarvis in the back for Altitude. Lowen had got beaten by the ball there and it looked like it was going to get poked home. I didn't see who the Unity player was at the back post ready to tuck that one away, but huge play by Tarvis, keeping her team still alive in this one. Unity with the short corner, doesn't quite come off. A little bit of misunderstanding there between Crowther and Bajpai, and that's going to give Altitude a chance to get something to go here. Altitude going to make another late sub here to try and get some spark as we're about to move into the last 5 minutes of this one. I don't think there'll be too much time added on either. Billy Shostak making way. She's put in a big shift for Altitude this afternoon. Coming on is going to be the number 20, Raina Smith-Marshall, 23-year-old midfielder. was Player of the Year with Inter Edmonton as they won the Alberta Provincials. In fact, it doesn't look like Shostak is now going to be coming off. It's the number 23 that's on the board, but she is not the player to make way. Instead, it's the number 5, Holly Tarvis, that is making way. A little bit of confusion there from the altitude bench. But will that introduction of Smith Marshall be the spark that altitude need to get a point, maybe even more, out of this? Shocker, good tackle there to try and win the ball back, but Unity recover. Shocker again with a heavy challenge there from behind though, and that's going to be a free kick for Unity. Unity, they'll be in no hurry to take this free kick. Clazel. Back to Melnichuk. Holtz tries to set Clazel loose up the left, but an altitude foot gets to that and clears the danger. Altitude win it back now. Ring. Long ball forward here. Can Mitchell use her young legs to get the better of a tiring Unity backline? The answer was no, as Unity get this one forward. Ring though, she's playing a deeper role now. Still influential back there. She plays that forward. Unity though forced back. DeLong. Hughes Goyette. Gets past her marker. Aurora Hughes Goyette powering forward now. Under pressure from Melnichuk. That looked like a free kick, I've got to say, but the best altitude can get out of that is going to be a throw in midway in the Unity half. DeLong sends this one forward. Mitchell takes a turn. She hasn't got a lot of room there. Tries to get past, and she does so well to get past there. Given away though, and Unity will just clear this anywhere at this stage, and unfortunately Shostak's foot just directs that out, and it's going to be a Unity throw-in. They will be in no hurry to take this one. Bajpai, about 10 yards into the Unity half, sends this one forward. Bounces past Pineda, and all that altitude can do is just clear this one up. Bajpai again now with the throw-in. We're into the last 2 minutes of this one. As I said, I don't see much time getting added on. Long ball forward there from the throw-in to Crowther. She was in two minds, I think, whether to take that to the corner or try and launch something. She's got Pineda in the corner if she wants to use her, but they're keeping this alive. Bajpai back to Crowther. Crowther sends a dangerous ball into the back of the box looking for Holtz. It runs through though to Clazel. Under pressure from Smith Marshall. And thankfully from an altitude viewpoint they get the throw in here. Ball forward. Can it get picked up by Shocker? No, it can't. Unity keep this alive. They're where they want to be right now as we move into the final minute of regulation time. And they'll be even happier now because they've won themselves a late corner here on the far side of the pitch. Again, Unity in no hurry to take this one, and why would they be? Not committing a lot of numbers forward either, so you could tell that was going to be a short corner. They're keen to just keep it in there. Altitude somehow have to poke this free. Unity though, keep it alive. Now a chance possibly for Unity, but Unity recover it. Crowther, she has been everywhere this afternoon for this Unity side. We're about to move into time added on. The board goes up. It's just 2 minutes for Altitude to try and salvage something from this one. As we move into stoppage time here, Altitude will feel that they should have got something more from their early play in the second half, but it's been a absolutely fantastic second half performance from the North Shore side. Definitely a lot to take from this for the rest of the season, against what you have to feel is going to be one of the strongest women's teams this year in League One. I had Unity and Nosimo pegged as the two strongest contenders in the women's division. I think to put in this display against them shows just what a good side Fallibas has built for this campaign. Still a lot of football to be played. Top 4 teams in the regular season will make the playoffs. That's what Altitude really just have to be targeting at this point. Unity though, just happy to knock it around. 1 minute of the 2 already played. Altitude just cannot get the ball back off Unity right now. And Unity get another throw in. Played forward to Holtz. This is probably going to be Altitude's last chance to try and win the ball back and launch something. We're into the final 30 seconds here. And it's just been a bogged down battle really in that corner flag area for stoppage time. Altitude just can't get the ball out or get any attacks launched here. Unity doing so well with their game management in these final couple of minutes. Altitude now do have the ball back, but it's given away in the worst possible position there by Smith Marshall. Hughes Goyette back to try and win that back, just gives away a foul in the process, and I think that's going to do it for it, and that does do it here at Kinsmen Field. It's a 2-1 final. Unity, the visitors, coming away with a 2-1 win. Fantastic second half performance from Altitude, just falls short. Sophie Crowther giving Unity a 5-minute lead with a nice finish. Charlotte Ring pinged one off the bar in the 18th minute for Altitude before 7 minutes before half time. Charlotte Hicks heads home a Sophie Crowther corner. It looked it was going to be Unity that were going to be in command in the second half, but full credit to Altitude, who came out all guns blazing in that second half. A Charlotte Ring header off a bouncing ball from a second phase of a corner got Altitude back into this in the 55th minute. They couldn't find the equaliser. Unity hold on for the 2-1 victory. Give you our players of the game for this one. For Unity, for me, no doubt at all, in fact my player of the game is the number 18 for Unity, Sophie Crowther. I thought she had an excellent performance out there. And I liked what I saw from the number 26, Amanda Clazel, as well, especially in the first half. That's my 2 Unity players of the game. For Altitude, our 2 AFTN players of the game. Got to give it to number 22, Charlotte Ring, not just for her goal, but her overall performance. I thought she was excellent. And as well, before she had to go off with an injury, the number 12 defensively for Altitude, Sophie Burgoyne. Fantastic performance from her. I've been Michael McCall. We'll be back for the second match in this one, kicking off at 3:30 as the men from Altitude take on the Unity men. We'll have that call very soon. Join us for that.